here in the night. It's like this, give you color picture. That's the front of our company. And let's go to the next section. So here's how here. Oh, here's I'm going to introduce the IVS of this active deterrence cameras. This IVS they have a lot of functions. I'm gonna, because of a time issue, I'm gonna introduce two common uses of the IVS. The first one is tripwire, and the second one is intrusion detections. So many of you must know like what that is, and I'm gonna introduce another time. So tripwire is like you drew a line on the picture of the camera, and when somebody's cross a line, let's say from A side to B side or B side to A side or both sides, it's going to trigger alarm. And the intrusion is you draw an area. It's like a circle in an area. Like you will have the alarm trigger once somebody enter this area. And here's how it looks like physically, the camera, the video I shoot, and you can take a look at this. It's pretty loud when I cross the line, and the LED light is flashing. And so here's a tripwire. That's a human vehicle. That's the vehicle. It's going to trigger alarm when it's crossing the line and route. And here's how it looks like on the screen. When I pass the line, you can see it's gonna circle me out. You can see a red square, and it follows the vehicle along the road. You see the circle here. And let's go to next one. That's how the intrusion looks like on the screen. And let's go to the next. So I'm gonna show you how to set those things up on the camera and the NVR. So once you have logged into your camera, and you can see this tabs, go to the settings, and once you have in here, you go to event, and once you have go to the event, you find the smart plan. You have to enable the smart plan first to ensure the IVS is working. And I saw Gary has asking a question, and this question is like, is the audio warning generated by the camera on or DVR is generated by the camera? And if your camera support that, the VR, the Hunter NVR will have this function. And let's continue. And also on this one, once you're in smart plan, you can find this IVS. You have to enable this one. The IVS and face detection will not work together like at the same time. So you have to enable one like at the same time. So IVS, enable that, click on save. After you have saved this, and go to IVS, and you can see the rules I drew before. Let's enable one. Here's here is a line crossing here, and you can see what I draw. I can create a new one. So hit on the screen cross here. You're gonna have a new rule, and hit on draw rule. So you just click green line. And when you don't want to draw it, like you finish drawing, right click on the mouse. It's going to show you this picture. I'll show you this line. And after you draw this line, and here's the max size and min size. The max size means like it is not going to trigger the alarm when the size of the objective is larger than the size you have drawn, or like a min size is not going to take the alarm when the objective is smaller than the size you have like set on the camera. And from here, period. So like that's the time you want to have the cameras armed. So let's say you want to arm it like 7 days a week, and from 8 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock in the morning. So you hit select on all, and then period. This 12 o'clock, this 0 o'clock to that's the whole day. So you just put 20, which is 8 o'clock at night here. You can see the green bar change. And enable the period too, because it's like the setting up day by day. And from the 0 o'clock, which is midnight, to 8 o'clock in the morning, let's put 8 here. And click on save. You can see here it's from 20 o'clock, which is 8 o'clock at night, to the 8 o'clock in the morning, and save. Once you have the period set up, it's gonna have the camera armed during the period you have set up. And the direction means like as I said, from A to B or B to A, and or both sides. Both sides means like either from A to B. And here's the target filter. So if you want to track human only or track vehicle only, you can just like select either one, or you want to track both, just select those. And we go down. Here's the audio linkage. So this one is Siren. For you can select you can type in like how many times does you want to the Siren to play. This like right now default is 3 times, and default is alarm .wav, so which is a Siren. And you can select all the presets. There's a lot of presets, and you can record your own Siren to say you don't want it like keep away from this zone, something like that, but you have to record yourself. But we also have the preset here. You can select on that. And the warning light. The warning light linkage is the LED light, the white light on the camera. It's gonna flash once the alarm has been triggered. And some of the clients would ask us like, can I just disable light, but only enable the sound? Yes, we can do that. And you just like check mark on those. So you can do that. And also on the warning light, the LED light have like a flicker mode or always on mode. Normally on means like it will turns on like when the alarm is triggered. It's not gonna flash. It's continuous on. And the flicker frequency is just how fast is it? Does it like how fast is the flash? And the duration of the warning light, you can set it. The preset is 10 seconds. It's gonna flash for 10 seconds, and it's gonna have a snapshot on it. And once you set it up, you can just click save. And the tripwire, and right now it's the intrusion. You can just select intrusion here. You can just same thing, draw rule. Just select the area you want. Here's a circle. Let's say you want to all the way up to the road. Yep, and right click when you finish drawing. And on this one, the only thing different is this active appears and the cross. Appears means somebody enter the area. It's going to trigger alarm. So you I recommend to select this on. And also cross means like somebody's crossed the area. It's gonna trigger alarm. And still the bottom is kind of same with the tripwire I've introduced. And after that, say click on save. and the camera setting is fine, it's good, and you want to double check on the NVR itself. So on the NVR, where to find this one? Connection timeout. Let me connect that. One moment. So in the main menu, you will find this function under AI and under parameters, but not AI search. Under parameters, select smart plan and select the channel and you install the active deterrence camera. In this case, we install this one on channel 12. So we enable the IBS here. It's going to show you little Bob. That's the IBS. Enable this one. Hit on OK, and you will have this one saved. And you go to IBS. Same thing. You're gonna select the channel loading, and it's gonna take the rules you have done on the camera, and after you just enable like rule one, which is kind of laggy. Yep. Tripwire. Once you enable it, and it's gonna take the alarms because I didn't save it on the camera. And draw rule, same thing. And audio, camera audio settings. That's like what you wanna play during the alarm, like the stop, a face mask required, private land, no entry. Let's check that. And the play times, 1 time or 3 times. And mortal vehicle, like this effective target, that's target filter. And also if you want to clear the light or audio like this. And schedule, same thing as the camera. And once you have done this, and that's all set for the IBS functions. Okay, let's go back to our PowerPoint. So another function of these cameras is the SMD, which is represent smart motion detections. So this is different with the traditional motion detections. Like it will reduce false alarms. It will only track the only human being and also the motor vehicle will trigger the alarm. This one will save you a lot of like space on your HDDs if you're using motion recording only. And you can also it can be enabled both on NVR or on the phone apps. The phone apps will use this DMSS. And one important thing is the SMD cannot be enabled with the face detection or IBS at the same time. So because face detection and IBS already have human vehicle detections. And I'm gonna show you how to do the SMD. It's pretty simple. One moment. SMD here. So for this time, you don't have to enable the smart plan for SMDs. So you go to smart motion detections. Once you log into the camera, you just simple click on enable and effective object, human or motor vehicle, and select the sensitivity you want high, medium, low, and just click on save, and that will the camera will take it. Here someone's asking the question is, what does SMD mean? I already said that. The SMD means smart motion detections. So let's go continue on this one. And on the NVR side, you can find it here, SMD. Still the same thing. You just enable it. Oh, so channel, select the channel you have installed the camera 12. Enable on this one. Select the sensitivities, and if you want to play camera audio, such as like the sirens, and select the sirens here, like the sirens you want, and then hit on OK. And warning light still the same. Delay means like the duration of the cameras. I mean, of the LED lights. It's gonna like 10 seconds. The preset is 10-second flicker, and the frequency is medium. And then we set a schedule. still the same thing. And after that, hit on OK, and you are all set on the SSD. And next one, we're gonna go, sorry, face mask detections. So for this one is my favorite functions. And here's how it looks like physically. I didn't wear a mask here. Yeah, it detects I didn't wear a mask. So I have the siren up. And this time I wear a mask and it's not gonna trigger alarm. I'm gonna show you. It's not beeping or have any sirens here. So let's go. Oops. Go next. Here's how it looks on the screen. So you can see I'm gonna wear a mask at first. It's tracking my face because here is this part is pretty dark. So I'm just gonna track my face, and I'm gonna take off my mask. When I go into the camera's range, trigger, so you can see the sirens up. It is blinking on the frame. And oops, sorry. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. You first have to set on the camera for face mask. Once you have logged into the camera, the smart plan, and enable face detection. You have light this button up and click on save. Once you have saved this function, you go to face detection and hit on enable and hit on OSD. OSD is this one. It's the over the screen display, and it have like a face detection. It shows how many faces does it detect. It's gonna turn back to 0 every midnight. And face enhancement means like it's more sensitivity to the face. And this detection region, you can draw the region you want to detect faces. Right now it's the whole screen. You can just make it to like a smaller here. And the exclude region is like the region you don't wanna take the faces. And also target filter. This one, as I introduced it before, is the same thing with the IBS. And also, after you set up this, audio linkage is the same. And one more different thing is the no mask alarm. You have to enable this one to detect if the target is wearing a mask or not. And once you have, you have make all the settings, you go on save to save all the settings here. And you go to the NVR. Same thing, you can go on smart plan, select the channel 12. So enable face detections here. And then save, which is okay. And face detection here. And go on 12. Enable on this one, face enhancement. This one is just double check. It will take the, you just double check on it. It will take the settings from the camera. I can just do this on NVR. Oh, this one is a face detection. Yeah, because like for face detection, you have to do it on the, you have to enable on the camera first. Here's here. You have to enable it, the no mask alarm here, and then enable it on here, and enable it on the NVR as well. On NVR is just double check. So, and draw rules, the same thing on the camera, and double check and hit on OK. We'll save all the settings you have done. Let's go back to the two-way audios. So this one is like you have to enable both on the cameras and NVR. So for two-way audio function, because you have to enable the mic on the cameras, because the default settings, the camera will take the line in as the input device for the mic. This camera have built-in mics, And I'm gonna here is how you where you find those settings, and I'm gonna upload this and I'm gonna upload to our YouTube channel. You can find the whole webinar on our YouTube channel. And let's go to the two-way audios. Oops, sorry. And you can find like where to find. First one, you go to settings. You will find, go under camera. You'll find audio function here when you log into the camera, and you enable the mainstream and the substream. Because substream in default is not enabled. If you want to use the two-way audio function on your DMSS app, you have to enable this one. And the preset in default is fine. You don't have to worry about this. The only thing you have to worry about is the audio in type. You have to change this one from line in to mic. And noise filter, you can enable that. And the microphone volume, you can adjust them here, the volumes, speaker volume, microphone volumes. And also on the NVR, you go to when you go to the main menu, you will see the camera. Once you go into the camera, find encode, and in the encode the audio video here, you will see the cameras like encode functions, such as like some status here, resolution, frame rates. But on audio, some of the clients, like because I'm tech support, I have some clients like don't know where to turn on the audio. It is here. Click on more, and you will find this this window here. Enable the audio, check mark here. The presettings, fine, and hit on OK. You will have it saved, and that's it. Two-way audio will be enabled. Once you want to talk, like you can use live view on the DMSS, and you can use that. And the next one I'm going to introduce is the DMSS notification tutorial. So a lot of clients like have the end user clients like want to do they care more on the phone apps but not the NVR itself. So I'm going to introduce how to set those notifications up for SMD, IVS, and such as that. So this one shows you how to get to the notification page. So once you log in, once you create your account on the DMSS app, and you have already added your camera, I mean NVR to your app, you will find it on home here, and here shows your device list. And click on the device you want. There's more options like this one button, 3 dots. You will see this drop down list. There's a device. Click on device details, and you will have this interface up. Then you go to notification. This one, go to notifications, and you will find this interface. First, like if you want to enable SMD notifications, go into the SMD. It will give you like this: motion detection human and motion detection vehicle. So if you want to detect human, you just select human only. If you want to detect vehicle only, so you select this one only. And if you want to select both, like you have to select this two together. So you first go into human, it will show you your camera list. Select the camera, or select your auto active deterrence, and go back. And on vehicle, go into that, select your active deterrence camera, and then go back to this interface. Go back to the first interface. It shows you like this, and hit on save. It will have the SMD set it up for a notification. And the next one is how to set up the intrusion and tripwire. So it's still the same interface. You have the intrusion alarm and tripwire alarm. And when you go into that, it will show you your camera list. And in the camera list, you select both. You select all of your active deterrence cameras, and then go back to this interface again. You will hit on save. You will have them set it up. It's pretty simple, right? And another one is face detection. Oops, sorry. So in this interface, you will see still the same page, like SMD intrusion alarm, tripwire alarm, and here's a face alarm. So if your camera support this, you can enable this. But like if your camera does not support this, you will still have this up, but it's not. You cannot enable it because the manufacturer made this app. It's like a generic app for all the Hunter cameras. And face detection will go in there. You will see the drop down list for all your cameras. Select on this one. It's the same as the IBS and the SMD. And go back to face alarm, and then you can see this one is selected, and hit on save, and that's all set. And some of the clients will ask about like are we able to turn on or off the LED and siren manually on the phone? So the answer is yes. So basically you go to live view. This is the cameras on the live view on the phone. So you can see the drop down list like this arrow button. I click on this arrow, you will see the little bulb and little bell. So if you hit on the little bulb, it's gonna have the cameras like flashing, not flashing, continuous on. It won't flash, or you can turn that off. And also like on the little bell, it will have the alarm like you have already preset to play, such as like please wear a mask, or just like you are under surveillance. And also this one can show you two-way audios. If you want to talk on the phone to the camera, you hit on this microphone button, it will talk to the phone. And if you want to hear something from the camera, this volume button, enable this one, you will hear the sound from the camera. And here's one press disarm. If you don't like, if you don't want the cameras to have sound at the sometimes, like you can just disable alarm linkage. You just enable this one, and if you want it back, just disable this one. And here's how the notification looks like on iPhone, because like I'm using iPhone. If you guys want an Android version, I will do another video and upload to our YouTube channel. You can check it out here. But the interface looks pretty much similar. And here's how the notification looks like. It shows you which device it is, and camera number, channel number, and face detected. When does it happen? And you can see here's in the app, you will see it down the message. Hit on message, you will see this face detected. Once you click on in this one, you will see this. You will see this on view video. You can also view video here. And the phases of the snapshot is like 1-inch photo, and then the whole picture. And the next one I'm going to introduce is AI search. The AI search is NVR functions. This is only on the NVR side, but not on the camera or on the DMS side. So I'm gonna show you those like demos on the tripwire, intrusion, and face detections. So this AI search filter out the conditions and find the correct footage for you. So you can find this under, let me see here. Let's check. Here, like you on the NVR, you can go to the main menu still under AI, under AI search. If you want to search the IBS, and you select this one, select the desired channel and the specific time, and hit on search. You will see in an interface looks like this, and it shows you all the alarms that you have triggered. So let's see, the first one is a tripwire. It is tripwire alarm. It's alarm type. You'll have intrusion, because this time for the demo I only set up for the tripwire. I didn't set up for the intrusion, just for the screenshot. And it's going to show you like the target who triggered the alarm. Is it a vehicle or a human? You can see here. It's a human triggered the alarm. And let's go back, go to next. And another one is a face detection AI search. So you've already enabled the snapshot on the camera, and it will take 1-inch photo. And let's go. Once you go on NVR, so on the AI side, you will see face detection here, and under the AI search, still the same thing, pretty much similar, but like this one have different filters. This one like it will detect the objective's gender, age, glasses, wearing glasses or not, have beard or not. Is this objective like wearing a face mask, like mouse mask here, and the expression of the target. And once you done the filter, for the demo, I just use all. So I cover all the faces just for privacy issues. So you can see here is like, you can see we detected this person. This age is young, gender, male, glasses, he's not wearing glass. And the expression, calm, beard, no beard, mouse mask, yes. And you will see this, find the footages, and you can play the footages here. Like it's about 20-second footages. And right now it's a QA time. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me on the QA channel. Yep. So you have to set up tripwires and all that on the camera, then enable on the NVR, or can you just do that on the NVR? Yes, you can do it on the NVR for tripwires, but like I recommend you to double check on both, because like sometimes because the issue can just going to just the settings not going to the NVR, so you have to double check it. I know it's about NVR, but is it mostly the same for DVR or XVR? For DVR, so that's a good question. So for DVR, and if for our XVR is this one is hybrid one, is it support the IP, because like our active deterrence are IP cameras. They support IP cameras. You can if your DVR supports AI, so it will support that functions on the DVR for active deterrence cameras. Any other questions? Oh, and also the setup of the cameras is yeah, we do have like the webinars replay. We've recorded our webinar at this all the time, and I will upload the videos on our YouTube channel. You will find it there. And the YouTube channel, you can just go on YouTube to search Galaxy Security, like here, and you will find the webinars videos here. And also for the question, Perry, is that Perry? Yeah, Perry asked about that. The DVR and the NVR is pretty much the same, because they have the same what you call it, like same interface, and you will find like pretty much the same everything here. Any other questions? I'm gonna no problem. Yeah, I'm gonna wait the questions. You can think about like, do you have anything like specific to ask? Like I can hold it until 2:40. Oh, let's you can think about like at the meantime, like thank you everyone, and thank you for your attending to our webinar. And the lucky draw will take place after this webinar, and the winners will receive an email about the prize and here's the promotion code for the person who attend our webinar, and for this 2 active deterrence cameras for in Hunter series, and we'll have 25% off, and the code is AD25. So can we access to that part? Yes, I will upload it. I will upload it also. Like I can share it to you, and if you like left your email, I will share the PowerPoint with you. All right, Spytronic Peria, Spytronic. Oh, okay, sure, no problem. I will share you right now. Sure. Any other want this? Or I can put a link under the bio of our YouTube. Like you can get access by that link. I'm gonna share it right now. Harry at spytronic.com. And send. Share anyway. Share. Okay. And you guys can have those. Oh, and please send me at JPB. Yeah, I'll share it right now. JPB, I'm sorry. JPB at agritex.ca. Send, share anyway, share, okay. Yep, and you can find it here. And thank you everyone for coming, and you have a great long weekend. And I will have more webinar in the next coming like months or weeks. And if we, especially for the pro active deterrence cameras, it's not here yet. Once we have it, I will host a webinar shortly. And thank you everyone. Thank you. The lucky draw, like the winner will receive an email. Thank you, Perry. Thank you.